Alright, hello everybody once again. I am deciding to put up another video. This video is featuring the Defiance game. If you know, right now it is currently in beta weekend 3, the last and final beta. So, I got into that one, luckily. I thought I'd do a quick voiceover for the beginning of it here, but I'm not going to voice over the entire hour of the video, as I have this beta weekend to be playing, and I also got into the Neverwinter online beta weekend, so I'll probably record some of the Neverwinter footage too, and then do a little voiceover, and I think that could probably explain itself, as that's more traditional MMOE. Or I suppose, I don't know because I haven't played it yet, so it might be a little bit different and fresher than some of them, but this is definitely not traditional MMOE, although it is still an MMO. As you'll see later, there are a lot of people playing. But of course, beta weekends 3, the last beta weekends of any game, are always the ones in which they try to get the most people so that the servers go kapooey. They can deal with any issues. But here's the opening cinematic, so to speak.
Listen up, people! We just passed the Golden Gate. We'll be on site in less than 20. So you got 10 to secure the rest of that gear and get yourself strapped in for a landing. Repeat! 10 minutes until lockdown, people!
That's an unacceptable response. Must I remind you who I am?
What the hell is this?
I don't care what your protocol is. You're here to help me, so that's what I want you to
You're
do.
dismissed, Private. What's the problem, Von Bach?
You better get your men in line, Captain Grant. I want my equipment out of storage. My Ark Hunters and I depart as soon as we land.
The Earth Republic is in a limousine service. Your gear's locked up and we don't have time to dig it out. Now please, find your seat.
No offense, Captain, but I think your orders were to do as I ask.
My orders come from my superiors, people in Manhattan wearing uniforms, like this. And those orders are to keep you safe while you locate your alleged Arc-Tech.
Alleged Arc-Tech? There is no alleged, Captain. Do you see this? With this Arc core and the rest of the technology that I'll find in the Bay Area, I will repair this world. And be its hero, of course.
You're in a restricted area. Get to your seat.
If anything happens to my gear, I'll send the bill to your superiors.
What an asshole.
Let's move, people! Time's ticking! What is this, a dorm room? Everyone, get to your seats! You two, let's go!
No problem, Cap.
You too.
And those two people that were on the ship that he referenced to, I think they're from the TV show. Although I'm not really sure, just don't quote me, I don't know a whole lot about any of this and all the interconnectivity between the two and all that once the game does finally launch. But as you can see now, I'm creating my character. I have some basic options here. I can pick a class and then a race and a gender right here. And I don't even think it really matters which class you pick. But what class you pick, I think, just denotes what weapon you're going to start with right away. So like I picked this class, and this class starts with a shotgun right away. But once you get into the game, you can customize your character in any way you see fit. And I'm pretty sure you can use any of the weapons. Although I'm still not that far yet, so I don't really know how that all works, but you have different skills and stuff you can put points into, and there's a certain base power you start with. Okay, now that I got that set, I decided to be the Voltan race. At least I think that's how you pronounce their name. They're like the alien people that came to Earth or whatever. Then we got in a war and whatnot, and then they started working together. And there's some other enemy or something we gotta unite against. Don't really know all the details. As you can see here, there are some different options for your appearance. They're fairly limited, as like each different option only has about like 10 different looks for you to choose from. So it's definitely not as, you can't be as creative as some MMO type games where you can really detail like each and every little thing and like move like a slider to decide how wide your face is and stuff like that. There's just only so many presets for you to choose from. So it's a little disappointing if you really like to make your character your own, but still not too big of a deal. And there's nothing too special about the character models. I mean, they look alright. Nothing fancy, but they don't look totally crappy. The hair features on them don't look the best, but faces have never really been the strong suit of any video game. And then I decided to name my character Zeltor.
Now, Ark Hunter.
Hold on, Captain. That one isn't wearing your beloved uniform. They don't take orders from you. Sorry about that, friend.
We land in 10. Strap in!
I never got to brief you on your ego implant, so we really need to... What the hell?
Sir, they need you on the bridge.
I think I will actually get to my seat. When we land, don't go anywhere. The ego activation can be a bit jarring without a proper briefing.
Relax. It's just a little turbulence. Completely normal.
No, it's not. We're all gonna die.
She's actually quite charming once you get to know her.
Alert. Hull integrity compromised. Initiating
Hold
evacuation
on.
sequence.
We're
Alert.
going down!
Hull integrity compromised. Evacuation pod launch in 3, 2...
So the ship's crashed and you barely got your escape pod to launch. And now another little
Brace yourself,
cutscene
Cass.
before the game
This could be
starts.
real bad. Okay. Which one of these dealies opens this bitch? Ah, nice. Holy Stocko! You're alive! Name's Cass Dukar. I saw you land. Well, maybe that's not the right word. It was more smashing into the ground than landing. I sort of expected you to be a bowl of soup in there. What are you doing? Whoa, are you okay? Do you need help? Help? Can you hear me? You need to sit down. Here, sit down before you pass out. I'm sure you took more than a bump to the head, so rest. Get your feet under you. I'm gonna go see if anyone else needs help. Oh, you might want to arm yourself a bit more. The locals aren't known for their charm.
Good, you can hear me now. I can sense your nervousness, but don't fret. I'm the environmental guardian online device that was injected into your body. You can just call me Ego. Please forgive me. I'm having some trouble getting all the behaviors activated, so we might experience a few hitches at the beginning. But I'll sort it out. We have lots to go over, so we should start.
And this game starts like most games do, with a brief, well, fairly brief tutorial coming up here. I don't really like how there isn't anything right here that tells you how to move around or anything. I mean, obviously if you're on a computer, you would assume the WASD keys would, but sometimes it'd just be nice just to have it up there, and then as soon as you start moving,
we need to find Mr. Von Bach, but first,
one thing I
we'll
noticed that's a little bit buggy still is whenever you talk to quest givers, the screen will always flash between the black and white background.
Von Bach Industries had personal defense technologies aboard the Strato carrier. I placed a marker on our map where we'll find some.
And I already submitted a bug like that, and I'm sure they're, well, I shouldn't say I'm sure they already know, but they probably would know considering how many people have been playing this game. So as you can see from right here, it's not like an MMO. You don't have your action toolbar on the bottom. This plays like a third-person shooter. This is right now. The box to
Excellent. Once you equip that, it will allow me to activate the shield.
And it prompts me to press the L key to open up my loadouts. And if you do press the I button, it will open your inventory button, but your loadout menu is where you want, or where you need to go to equip any of your guns and stuff.
The shields are running.
And you don't have to click.
We're going to need
equip
another
button
weapon
at the bottom
option.
of the screen either. You
I'm
can
picking
also
up a
double
signal from a
click
crashed
items
mobile
to
armory.
select them / equip them.
Let's hurry. We need to collect the necessary equipment as soon as possible so we can start looking for Mr. Von Bach. According to my readings, those creatures are actually humans. However, their DNA is severely mutated.
Here I didn't have to attack these guys, but just testing out how the combat worked. And later I figure out if you hit the Alt key, you will roll. So then you can dodge some of the enemy's bullets and stuff. Because once again, this isn't a standard MMO, you don't just sit there, target an enemy, and tap away to your different keys that you have glued all around your screen. And as of right now, this is like a separate instance, I believe. Just like the starting area instance doodad. So there aren't a lot of other people here. It's just basically me. A little later, I do see 2 other people. But later in the game, you get connected to everybody. As soon as you get done with this beginning tutorial mission, like, just a shit ton of people are just falling out of the sky, and there's like 50 people around the frickin' spawn area where you start. And I'm not quite sure how the servers work, if it's just like one ginormous meta server that they have like everybody on, or if there are separate servers and I just don't know how to select a server. I really have no idea. But if any of you out there are playing this game, I believe that my name on the beta server would be DoomLightning, same as my Xbox. That you've seen in the comments. Descriptions of all of my videos, I always put that information in case you guys have any ideas for videos you'd like to see. Achievement videos and other things. Some gameplay
Shotguns
like
are perfect for close quarters combat. One blast up close and personal will do serious damage to most enemies.
Beta are fairly linear, your basic MMO-y type objectives. Go here, collect this data by
particular weapon types work better for specific situations, so you'll want to get used to switching back and forth between the primary and secondary weapons.
So the missions aren't very
I'm detecting some explosives
varied,
nearby.
so to
We
speak,
could
from other
definitely use
MMOs.
those. I put the location on the map.
Straight to the run modes. The only thing that makes it different from other MMOs is that it is obviously a third-person shooter, and you're not just tapping away at powers and targeting people. And the cooler thing later is like the different side missions that you can accept in addition to the missions arc is that whenever you go to a certain area to do the mission, like go here and blow up their munitions or whatever to stop the enemies from coming on the base, well, when you go there's a giant bubble around it. I think it's sort of an instancy type bubble, but it's not really an instancy because you don't load a separate instant to do it. It's just the people who arrive there on the same time when you get there are all like a part of what you're doing. So like you might have gotten there a little bit later than some other people, but you're gonna still be eligible to be a part of their mission. So they might have already blown up one of the 3 ammo dumps or whatever, but then that will still count towards your process, and then you get the XP for completing the mission at the end once everything's done. And you get varied XP amounts for killing enemies based on how much, I think, damage you've done to them. Because like if you single-handedly kill them, it'll give you like 50 XP. If you and someone else killed them, it'll give you like 45. And if that other dude like shot 1 bullet off, you'll get like 3 or something like that. So I'm pretty sure it just splits XP based off of how much damage you do. And so far, I think the loot is all split up automatically, kind of like they did in Diablo. Like what you see on your screen is your loot, because I've been able to loot everything, and I'm pretty sure the one big bad dude with the grenade launcher that I kill later on with everyone else, I'm pretty sure he dropped a weapon on all their screens because that was a more powerful weapon than what you start with, because it had special attributes to it. Because that had a shotgun that would burst fire 3 shots instead of just 1 at a time. So I'm thinking the weapon design system in this game is going to kind of be like Borderlands, with the like a million different gun variations depending on what kind of damage they do, because I know some guns will do like shock damage, fire damage, and stuff like that. So there's a great potential for the different loot and items you can equip to your character, which will make for a good experience, because a lot of people like that, finding a bunch of loot and stuff, so that'll really suck people into this. And then plus it's not the same as every MMO, because this is a third-person shooter MMO type thing. But whether or not a bunch of people will buy this, I don't know, because I haven't really heard too much about the game. I only really started looking into it like about a week ago, and then I got lucky to get into the beta. So as you just saw
Hold
in the
this
video,
ground.
there were 2 other people there. I tried communicating with them.
You're a tough one,
but they
I'll
didn't.
give you that.
As you can see, there's different menus for voiced actions from your character in the game. And as far as I can tell, Defiance does not support voice chat, but Defiance is also coming out on consoles, Xbox 360 and PS3, so I would assume that voice chat would work there. And I'm not even sure how many people would be able to be on like one server, so to speak, at a time, because obviously I don't think an Xbox and PS3 could handle like 300 people all in like one region or whatever of the map, just going about their day, doing a zillion different things. So I'm not sure how that's going to translate to consoles. Obviously it is. Moving forward. Science. And another kind of bad thing is that this beginning area, all the bad guys you kill, none of them give you any XP. So it's just kind of like a shooting gallery. And I'm not sure how enemies are skilled later, because obviously you got like a gazillion people running around in this world, and there's only like handfuls of enemies like along the road. So there'll be like a firefight in which like 5 people are 3 enemies. And I think it must scale like how much health and damage they do based on how many people are engaging them, but I don't really know. I don't really know how the experience works. Because there really isn't like a set level system, so to speak. I mean, there is, but
This supply pod is filled with grenades. Grab one and equip it.
because you do level up and get ability points and stuff to put into your different powers.
I think you already know how this works. Pull the pin, throw, and get out of there.
And later everyone gets the ability to like a mongoose type vehicle. Just a 4-wheeler. I just like Halo, so I had to throw in the mongoose reference. And all the vehicles in the game are Dodge vehicles. So they got the Dodge logo plastered on like any vehicle you see.
Now
in
that
this
we're
game,
geared up,
because
it's time to train you on the
Dodge is
ego
one of
powers.
The what do you call them? Advertisers. So you'll probably see a lot of commercials for Dodge when you watch the TV show, and subliminal messaging in the game, because everything you drive is a Dodge.
First, we'll try
Now
cloak.
coming up right
When
here,
using
the
cloak, you are completely
tutorial
invisible to
AI
enemies.
ego lady
Use the power to sneak up behind the projections
is
and attack.
prompting me to test out my powers. So this first power of the 4 you have to choose from is invisibility. So you can get behind your enemies, and I think if you are behind your enemies, then you deal bonus damage.
Now we'll test the overcharge power. While using overcharge,
really sure
your
what
damage
it
inflicted on the enemy is significantly
I'm
increased.
assuming
Shoot the
flanking your
projection
enemies
while
will
overcharge
give
is
you
activated.
of some sort. Now this next power here is... I don't know. It's like overcharge.
I'll
or
enable the
something.
decoy
Makes all
power
your
now.
bullets deal a lot more
Decoy
damage.
allows us to create a projection in your likeness that will fool and distract the enemy. Take down the projections while they're distracted by your
Another thing you
decoy.
can have is a decoy here. So we're going to decoy will pop up and start running. Then all the enemies will start shooting at the decoy. Well, obviously not all of them. Some of them will.
The blur
get
power
smart
is
and
now
realize,
enabled.
hey, you're shooting bullets
Blur
at
will
them.
allow us to
Start
move at
shooting.
extreme speeds and increases melee strength during close combat. With Blur active, rush the projections and strike them with melee attacks.
Use this rush ability, which I think boosts your speed, and then boosts your melee. Right here, I don't know how to do melee attacks, so I'm just sitting here wondering, what the hell do I do? You tell me to do melee attacks, game. You don't tell me how to melee.
You must activate the Blur power and strike
So
these
there, I
projections with
finally
melee
realized I was hitting
attacks.
different keys. Because the melee button can't be out of the way if you hit, because you're going to be able to do that in combat.
Good work.
And it
You'll need
turns
to
out
choose
that
an
melee
ego
was just
power
the
for me to
F key.
integrate.
And right here's where I get to pick which of the 4 different powers I want to start with. And then as you see, there's like different powers in between all the big blocks. So I think eventually you could like work your way and put enough skill points to make a path to another power, and then you'd be able to either switch between the 2 powers or have both powers
aggressive
able to be
choice.
activated
I like
on
it.
separate cooldowns. Don't really know how that'll work, but I went with the supercharged bullet power.
I'm receiving a
I
signal.
figured with a
I'll patch it
shotgun,
through.
that would really do a
Can
lot of
anyone hear
damage
me?
to some
I need help down
bigger
here.
creatures.
It looks like the mutants are getting organized for an attack.
Oh no, we better help her.
And then also littered across all the maps, they have ammo crates. So if you're ever running low on ammo, just go to an ammo crate and it fills up all your ammo. And you also earn the in-game money currency. I'm not really sure how that works yet, because there's like 4 different resources you can pick up, and I'm assuming one of those resources will be like a premium resource in which you can buy so much currency to store with it. And it'll let you buy different in-game items. But out of all the items I've seen for sale so far, which has been a minimal because I don't really have any money to buy anything, but it would appear that everything can be bought with the what I would presume to be premium currency and
We need to shut these
in-game
dudes
currency as
down.
well.
If we don't, we can forget about finding any survivors.
So I think it's kind of sad that they would have to have premium currency on top of having to pay to be able to
I
play
have the
this
ability
game.
to hack into
So
most
it's a
computer
$60 game.
systems. Get to that thorium reactor, and I'll see what I can do.
Money is lazy and don't want to just play the game to get better guns and all that
Excellent.
stuff.
I was able to reactivate the fissile material. The reactor will overload and blow this entire base off the map. But we'll need to keep the mutants from
Right here,
disrupting
this
the
first
process.
tutorial mission.
What did you do to that thing? It looks like it's going to...
Defend it from the enemy. Occasionally an enemy will run out from wherever and then just approach the bomb. If you try to do an assignment, just pick them off. Just wait until the bomb blows to be successful. And as you see, I almost went down to a screen station because I was running around and not minding the cover whatsoever. Now I'm minding cover, so I'm not going to get my ass kicked. But in the event you do go down, there is a self-revive revive system in which you can revive yourself. I saw in one of the powers that it decreases your self-revive time when you revive others or something like that. So I'm assuming that there's probably like a 5-minute cooldown, 10-minute cooldown, or something like that. You get yourself. Otherwise, you can get out counter
That thing's
bar
about to
that
blow!
goes
Let's
down
get out of
and if it
here!
reaches 0, then you get out. I'm not sure if you have to pay money to respawn, but there are different respawn passes. So you walk around. So you respawn there with or without paying money, not sure which. Otherwise, if you had teammates with you, because you can group up with other people, or other people will just be in the same instance of sorts with you, because they came to the mission around the same time.
Thanks.
Then they can help you
You have an
up
ego
too.
implant, don't you? That's amazing. First time I've ever seen one in action. You know,
Basically, so far, it would
I
seem
think
like
we're gonna
most
make
the
one hell of
missions
a
they have
team.
are kind of balanced,
A
so
little
that you should
backup can
bring
take you a long
small
way in
group
this
of
crazy
people,
place.
if you, like 4.
I'm heading to the
If you had
crash
some
site.
friends, it would be
They're gonna need help.
a good idea to do that.
I'm sure we'll be in contact. Arc Hunter.
Okay, so that was the end of the tutorial, and I believe I'm going to be almost done narrating this video, as I do want to get back into the action, because I am making this a separate recording. But
My systems have reached a threshold where upgrades have become available.
so
You may now spend an ego unit.
But as you can see, there are a lot of people. All the purple dots on the map are other real players.
Get over
I'd say
there!
there's probably about like 50-ish, 50 to 100 people just
right
standing
end's
there
here.
at the spawn zone from the tutorial. And everyone's just going to walk around and everyone's...
I need some help here!
Like I stated at the beginning, this is
Help!
the
I need
beta, so they're
backup!
probably hoping that people will crash the server. And as you'll see a little bit later, from this
Glad
point
you're
on,
around.
I do get kicked out for a second, so I'm just kicking people off so they didn't like completely crash, but then I don't think the server's completely crashed because I get right back into the game. Although it does interrupt a cutscene, of which I could not see, so that was a little sad. I'm assuming that they'll be able to get that fixed before the game releases. That's just server issues. But of course any game like this is gonna have server issues, just like SimCity, which I also fell prey to. But we'll save SimCity for another day because that has nothing to do with Defiance. But it was a mess. So I'm going to sign off here, and I hope you guys enjoy the other 30 minutes of legit gameplay from the not beginning introduction / tutorial part. And thank you for watching my videos.
We need to find out if Mr. Von Bach survived. I'm picking up signals from a couple nearby evac seats. Fingers crossed that one of them belongs to Mr. Von Bach. This evac seat is empty. I hope whoever was in there is still alive, somewhere. I'm experiencing a lot of interference. Get to an open area so I can scan the valley. We're really lucky to be alive. The crash is horrifying. No, this person didn't make it out alive. I'm detecting a fading ego signal, which means this must have been a fellow Ark Hunter. I'm receiving several Von Bach Industry signals. One of them has to be him. Let's hurry and check them out.
isolated!
This expedition is in serious jeopardy if we fail to find Mr. Von Bach. He's the only one with the knowledge to unlock the secrets of the Arc Core.
Cover me! Going to cover! I can't move!
This is not Mr. Von Bach's body. This is a tragedy. I'm estimating the death count to be at least 300. This is a deceased Von Bach Industries technician. I fear the worst. We may have lost everyone.
I don't see any more of them.
This is the head of the security team. If he didn't make it, then what hope does Mr. Von Bach have? My DNA scan says this is not Mr. Von Bach, but VBI employee number 130. That's not good. She was extremely important to this expedition. Whether Mr. Von Bach is alive or dead, he doesn't appear to be near the crash site. I think we're going to need some assistance in finding him. I'm receiving an SOS from Captain Grant now. I'll patch it through.
Repeat. All unarmed and injured survivors, get to cover and stay put. We will find you. All combat-capable survivors, report to the emergency HQ at the New Freedom Rally Point. ASAP.
Hey, Arc Hunter. Did you get that E-Rep message? Meet me at the rally point.
All targets are handled. Nice job. Look out! It's an ambush!
I want to know why E-Rep's here. Let's find the man in charge.
Repeat. The New Freedom has gone down. Heavy casualties suffered. Does anyone copy? Captain Grant, sir. The terraforming interference
Keep
is...
trying, Corporal. You keep talking to that thing until your voice gives out. Do you understand?
Sir.
I recognize you. You're one of Von Bach's Arc Hunters. But who are you? And what are you doing in my base of operations?
Name's Cass. Wait. Did you just say Von Bach? As in Von Bach Industries? The dude they call Death's Merchant? What exactly is going on here?
That's none of your concern, miss.
Sir, we have at least 200 confirmed dead, and nearly twice that injured. With no chance of evac, we don't have nearly enough medical personnel or supplies, sir.
Recon spotted a rundown medical center nearby. Send one of your men to shake it down for supply. rescue team can't move until you cross the valley and take care of the targets on that ridge.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Intruder! Defend this position! Send backup! Now! No surrender!
Area secured. I think you and I have a bright future together.
The rescue team is clear. They're heading into the New Freedom now.
Looks like you convinced Grant that us Ark Hunters can actually help out here. He said you can take one of the runners to get around. Pick it up at HQ on your way down. Otherwise, you're gonna need sturdier boots and a lot more guns.
That weapon's attacks have a special effect. These weapons are rare and powerful. You should keep an eye out for them. Nice. We have access to a runner now. You can use it whenever you want to get around faster.
One of my medics found some supplies at the Accord Medical Clinic, but he said there's mutants crawling all over the place. Get him in there so we can get that gear. There's a mission I need completed, but it's no job for a soldier. It demands someone with your level of, well, recklessness.
I've put our objective on the map. Let's go. Get that information.
This will be damn helpful to the Earth Republic. One of my medics found some supplies at the Accord Medical Clinic, but he said there's mutants crawling all over the place. Get him in there so we can get that gear.
You have acquired a weapon mod. You can use it to personalize your equipment.
done, but unfortunately it's outside of the Earth Republic's authority.
We need to gather some information.
One of my medics found some supplies at the Accord Medical Clinic, but he said there's mutants crawling all over the place. Get him in there so we can get that shit. I'm not easily impressed.
Signal from Captain Grant's men. They're in trouble. We better help.
I'm pinned down!
We've got hostile mutants moving in from the northeast.
There is no hope.
coming in from the west.
Thanks for the assist. We'll get this truck running and meet you at the medical clinic.
The mutants have set up a roadblock. We need to take them out.
Tunnels arrived!
Wait, the mutants rigged the bridge supports with explosives. The medics need to cross that bridge to reach the clinic. We need to stop the mutants before they destroy it. Target neutralized. The explosives are disarmed. Disaster averted. Now let's meet up with the medics at the clinic.
Arc Hunter, we're in position, but this place is crawling with more mutants. We're going to need your help.
There's medical supplies in there, but I can't get to them with these freaks around. Put these locators on the supplies, then come back and get me. Radios are down, so once the targets are cleared, fire a flare from the roof to signal the medical team. We'll secure the perimeter.
Nice work. Now let's get to the roof and signal the medics.
Kill!
Tango in sight, advancing.
Your group of teams arrived. Where did they get those helicopters? Wait, those are mutants.
Help! This is not what I signed on for! Look for cover!
We need to clear this area of hostiles.
Shit! You've been hit!
Detecting more mutants on their way.
Tango in sight. Crap! Tango sighted! No good! Crap! Tango sighted! I can't move! Moving forward! Medic! I need a medic! Thought I was a gunner. Crap! Tango sighted!
You're unstoppable! Good work. Area secured.
Hey, come back to the E-Rep circus tent. They're still having radio communication problems, and I can help. Judge me if you want, but there's script to be made here.